top ranking NYPD cop resigns amid sexual misconduct allegations. Put it up full mass. Here we go. Top ranking NYPD officer abruptly resigns amid allegations of sexual conduct. Police Commissioner Jessica Tisch accepted the resignation of Chief of Department Jeffrey Maddrey. This happened Friday night, effective immediately, according to an emailed statement from the department Saturday. Okay, this is ironic, to say the least. The top uniformed police officer in the New York Police Department has resigned amid allegations he demanded sex from a subordinate. Lawyers for Maddrey and his accuser did not immediately respond to messages seeking comment on Saturday. But the officer, who holds an administrative post in Maddrey's office, told the New York Post that her boss routinely demanded sex from her and other favors since being elevated to chief of the department. She told the paper a lawyer plans to file a notice of claim with the city comptroller's office Saturday, outlining her allegations. A reminder that this is not only customary to do as it relates to suing a governmental entity, it is required that you basically provide them a notice or intent to sue before the suit comes. Earlier this year, an administrative trial judge in the department recommended dropping a disciplinary case against Maddrey regarding a November 2021 incident in which he ordered officers to void the arrest of a retired officer who previously worked for him. The police commissioner has reassigned at least 29 officers. 29. Jessica Tisch, the head of the New York Police Department, is cracking down on apparent abuse of overtime pay as the agency faces internal and external investigations into the matter. Among at least 29 officers who were moved into new jobs over the past 2 days, 16 earned more than $100,000 in overtime in the last fiscal year. Now, it makes her look like, she's cracking down on corruption. Overtime. Yeah. Seems like she's really going after them. You don't have an issue with cops claiming overtime and perhaps not working that overtime. You have an issue with ethics. You have an issue with morality. You have an issue with decency. You have an issue with respect of culture, respect of taxpayer, respect of citizen, non-citizen, respect of persons. That is your issue. One of the permeations of that issue is they will lie to get more money. There's more. 2 officers who worked for Maddrey collectively made $312,769 in overtime alone. 2 other officers who together made around $289,000 in overtime were transferred out of the Operations Bureau, led by Kaz Daughtry. 11 officers were moved out of the department's public information office. Ms. Tisch last week announced that the head of that office, Tariq Shepard, is also being replaced. Why not fired? It's actually a criminal offense, but you're just going to shuffle them around. Who loses? You do. They're representative of you. They are supposed to be there for you. They get paid by you, the taxpayer. We have to get out of the contextualization that somehow police departments are not governmental agencies accountable to the people. They are just as accountable as watershed management. They are accountable to you. So when you hear of, well, possible corruption, no actual investigation, circumstantial evidence, yes. No investigation, just shuffle them around. Why not an investigation first? Because they know what would be found. That's why. All right, Sharon, it really gets me, it gets me upset, makes my blood boil.
Yeah, it
When
should.
you can see something so clearly and you know the move they're doing to make it seem like the move that they're actually not doing, though.
Yeah, it's what you referred to, I think even today, as plain in our faces.
Yeah.
Crime cover up, crime cover up. That's what I hear. If you did this, or I, God forbid, Doc, this is a crime. You stole from the taxpayers. You did not make legally that amount of money, nor should you have been able to make near that amount of money. You stole. Crime cover up. It, to me, is very simple.
Yeah, and as far as the resignation of the chief, remind folk again, resignations do not have to be accepted. That's a courtesy. That is a favor. When someone violates the public trust in that way, resignation rejected, you are fired. Real simple.